So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here for our third match here this afternoon. Again, another crunch game to see who's going to go through to the semi-finals of the Nations Cup here at Chantilly. Haute-de-France versus Illinois. Haute-de-France in the white shirts, Illinois in the black. The two teams already out there on the field playing at number 1 off 0 goals is Cyril Cote. At number 2 is Jules Legobin on 3. And at number 3 will be Alejo Bedano on 3 goals as well, with Brio Rigaud on 6 goals. At number 4, accumulating to 12 goal total, with the Illinois side, Richard Harris playing off 0 goals, playing at number 1. At number 2, Larry Ashbrook on 0. Pedro Harrison on 5 goals at number 3. And on 6 goals, Adrien Laplacette, making a total of 11 goals. And our top scorers, Petilou still up there in front by the smallest of margins, 16 goals. Pierre-Henri closed that gap, coming from 6th place up to 2nd place on 15 goals. Titeris Gunazu on 14. Juan Jose Tete Storni also playing with Pierre-Henri, and we're already off and into the game, and it's Laplacette off the back of the line out here now. Laplacette, the backhand comes in there by Brio Rigaud. Backhand gets stopped and intercepted well there by Ashbrook. Ashbrook takes it forward. Legobin going back with him. They're racing back towards this one here. It looks like Legobin is just going to keep him off the play and shadow that ball out over the back line. So half a goal start it is to the Illinois side, coming off strongly from that line out. And of course, our social media love to hear from you. Polo Line, OK, on Instagram, Polo Line, Facebook, Polo Line, Twitter, and of course, Polo Line OK on TikTok. So the ball back into play once more, picked up here. Turning back inside is Pedro. Pedro there with Alejo. Pedro drives this one forward, threads that one through the needle there, and he sends it up forward. Who's going to first surface with it? And it looks like it is Legobin. Jules takes it out here now, yields off it and leaves it. But it looks like that ball's just been picked up by Laplacette, and Laplacette comes in and stick and balls that one all the way home as casually as you like for Adrien Laplacette. Putting the first goal on the board there, this time for Illinois. 1.5 goals it is to Illinois. Haute-de-France still looking to open up their account. Laplacette very quick indeed, picking up the spoils and breaking away. out into space and managing to just stick and ball that one home. So back into line out, ball back into play. So there, looking for it is Alejo. Alejo being worked on hard there, but Alejo still in play. Alejo has the ball, leaves it now for Brio. Brio being pressurised there by Pedro, gets away from him here this time. Goes with the driving shot, sends a nice lofted shot up the front door, looking for Cyril up the front here now. Cyril coming up onto this course, gets hold of this one here, cuts this one in towards the goal. It gets half stopped in its passage, but it looks like that one's just gone out over the back line. So no goal on this occasion here for Hauts-de-France, and Cyril unfortunately couldn't quite finish that one off, and it's going to be placed on the back line here now for Adrien Laplacette. Actually brought in by Pedro, swapping it around a little bit, and Laplacette come onto this one here. Nice way to pass for him there. Goes for the one-time play, being chased there by Le Gobain, and it's going to be up onto this one here quickly. And tries to come in towards the middle of the field. There does Larry Ashbrook on his near side. Couldn't get it. The backhand comes in, changing the direction of play. Picked up by one, intercepted by Pedro Harrison. Harrison taps it forward. Alejo there with him, looking to see what his options are. Takes it further forward, goes with the shot, drives this one forward, deep down into the corner there for Richard. Richard looking to come onto that play there, but it looks like it's just going to beat him out over the back line. So once more, end-to-end stuff, just to be brought in here now by Brio Legault. Taps this ball in. Brings it forward here this time. Comes under the neck. Out there for Le Gobain. On the play here now. Checks up. A little bit of space. In comes Laplacette. Laplacette looking to steal this one here now. Laplacette trying to get the better of the measure there, but it looks like it is going to be Jules comes away with it here now. It's picked up and well met once again there by Harrison. Harrison and Alejo. Harrison checks up once more. Looks to turn, come back round. Looks to make a bit of space. Goes back forward again once more. Onto the boards he comes here now. In comes Brio. Brio just wrapping his mallet up there in the hook. Looking to work onto this one here now. Trying to get it away. There is Brio. Brio. Ball pops out. Brio gets the better of it here now. Brio Legault. Rivel sends that one up here now. Up forward it comes, but kept off out of there is Jules. Laplacette trying to get hold of that one there, and it feeds up once again here now for Jules Le Gobain. Going up forward here now, going back with him, hard ride off there with Larry Ashbrook. Gets better of that one there, goes with the next shot, looks to put that one away, but it just goes across the face of goal. And out wide it is, and the umpires blow the whistle for a free change. So good pressure there, well recovered by Brio, who took this ball off the boards and sent it up. It was initially stopped there by Pedro, but he got hooked off out of it by Alejo, and the ball was sent up once more. But unfortunately, under hard pressure was Jules Le Gobain, and unfortunately, just going wide. So players called. We brought in here once again by Pedro. Up comes Alejo. Pedro taps it once more, looking to see where Adrien Laplacette is going. Adrien comes out this side here now on the little chestnut pampa. Laplacette settles down on that one. The one-time play sends this one, drives that one straight up, but first to surface up on the play here will be Jules Le Gobain. Jules picks it up, being pressurised there, turns, pulls it back, comes back inside. Brio comes back, gives support, gets the protection there from Jules. Jules this time goes up forward. Pedro waiting for him, drives it up here now, looking to spread the team here now, and it is going to be Jules Le Gobain going forward up here now. Going back with him though is Laplacette. He goes in front of Laplacette on this here now, looking for the next shot this time, but unfortunately, and yes, it goes through the goal. I thought he had just gone over that top of that one there, but no, through the goal it is. Nice little next shot there, and a lovely finishing there by Jules Le Gobain. You see, he just got away in front of Laplacette and drilled that one away through the goals. Taking the score now. 1.5 goals it is to Illinois, playing out of Los Brizos for 1 goal for Hauts-de-France. Ball back into play once more. Look at that, wanting that one there. Wanted it as well, a little bit there to Cyril, but it's come away with this one here with the spoils. It's going to be La Placette. La Placette. Rigaud going back with him to put the pressure on him. Cuts down the angle. Keeps going forward with a lovely long driven shot in towards goal, but doesn't quite find the goalpost and just drifts short to the right-hand side from Adrien La Placette. So once more on the back line it is. Briaud-Rigaud. Rigaud brings it in here now. Drives that one up. Looking for Lugabin once more. Lugabin at pace comes up the field here now. Pedro's going back with him, but on his inside, keeping him off that play. It is Alejo. Keeps a nice short play there. Does Lugabin. Keeps it moving forward up the field. Coming back is La Placette to put the pressure on him. Comes forward once again. Checks up. Comes onto his near side. Gets called off. Leaves that one behind. Pedro takes this one across here now, but it looks like it is Alejo, but he gets hooked out of it, and it's finished off beautifully there by Jules Lugabin, making it 2 goals it is now to Haute de France and 1.5 to Illinois. And we can see on the replay there, Alejo coming forward, gets hooked by La Placette, but well positioned to finish that one off nicely was Jules Lugabin, making it 2 goals to 1.5 at the bell. So we now go into the break between chucker number 1 and 2 with a few messages from Polo Line. Welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers to Chantilly for our 3rd match of the day. For our final deciding place here in the semi-finals, this match between Haute de France and Illinois. Illinois playing out of Las Brisas. Just waiting for a few more players to get themselves back to the middle of the field here now. We'll get this second chukker underway with the score being 2 goals it is to Haute de France and 1.5 to Illinois, half a goal of course on handicap. So Alejo just joining his teammates here now whilst Jules gets his stirrups sorted out. So lining up here now to get this ball bowled back into play once more to get chucker number 2 underway. There it is. Mo's quick dummy on that one there, as the players are just charging that line out a bit. The umpire just calling them back and looking for a bit of a gap. And this time, ball gets bowled into play, skews off out here now. Still give that from there, but it's Alejo, the man from open door, sends the backhand, threads that one through. Leguin looking for this, but it's picked up here by Laprasset. Laprasset, down the boards he goes. He has Brio there with him, checks up, he's on his near side, picks it up, traffic coming in strongly behind him, manages to squeeze his way through, but the ball is left behind and it's left here now for Brio. Brio Rigaud goes with a long driving shot, didn't get as much onto that as he certainly would have liked, but it's now left for Pedro. Pedro, he's in turn hooked off out of it, and it is Pedro managed to recover possession once more. Pedro drives this one up in towards the middle of the field here now, looking there for Laprasset. Laprasset goes with a long range shot in towards goal. It looks like it's going to hook a little bit out towards the left hand side, and towards the left it goes, and out over the back line. So the ball will be dropped down for Brio, bring back into play once more. Brio drives this ball up forward here this time, sends it up out towards the boards, tries to come back onto it once more, goes up forward. Leguin sends that ball up a certain distance, and it's going to be Pedro to pick up the play here now. Pedro comes away there from Brio. In behind is Laprasset. Goes one way, comes the other way, looking for a bit of protection there from Laprasset. In comes Brio. Brio working hard on that one there, not giving Pedro an inch, pushing him out over the boards, but in comes Laprasset. Laprasset to pick up the pieces here now. Makes a turning play. Laprasset once more on the attack, looking to see where his teammates are, sending the boys up forward. They all go up forward, and he sends that one up down the boards, looking to set it up here now for Pedro. Pedro coming through at pace. Pedro with his approach shot. Look about going back with him hard onto this one here now, but he's got the legs on him. Can he get this one in? And it looks like he's just going to flick. Oh, and he doesn't get to it in time, and it just beats him out over the back line. Out to the left-hand side it goes. So these goals are getting peppered, and not quite managing to find the pylons yet, but it's going to be Brio once more. Brings it in here again. Brio Rigaud. This time goes for the shot, passing this one up here now for Leguin. Lost a little bit of momentum on that one there, and he's interfered with there in the play by Laprasset. Picks it up here now. Laprasset, he gets hooked off out of it. The ball just left there, looking for that one there. Laprasset comes back in, regains possession once more. There with Rigaud, looking for the hooking play, puts it onto his near side, does Laprasset, but in comes Leguin, tries to play a little backhand, working hard on it there. Laprasset and Jules working on the play, but it looks like it's going to be Rigaud flicks that one forward. Pedro sends a bit backhand, back into the throws once more. In and out this ball is coming, but it's now standing over that one there on the far side. It is Brio. This time gets this one unladen up the front door to the man from open door. It is Alejo, but he's cut down out of his play fairly quickly there. This time goes with a shot, sends it up looking for Brio, but the backhand comes in by Larry Ashbrook. Larry Ashbrook's backhand falls there for Richard Harris. Sends that one further up, but in turn gets taken off the play, and leaving it here now for Brio. Brio Rigaud. Brio checks up, comes back inside, looks to shorten the angle down. Goes with a shot, sends this one down in towards the danger zone, looking for Jules. Jules comes up onto it. In comes Laprasset, plays the backhand, spoils his play, sends it a little bit further on its way, but it looks like it's going to be Alejo. Alejo going to go abound. Alejo coming in towards the goals. Alejo, but we get a whistle on the play. And they look for a free change here now, here in chucker number 2. And the ball sent in. Alejo is going down onto that one there. And Laprasset just coming in front of him there just to try to make the backhand. It was either definitely a goal or maybe get away with it, but it looks like he attracted the attention of the umpires. We'll just have a slightly longer break here now for changing, as Jules has had to go up to the far end of the field to change. And now Laprasset's deciding to come from that end all the way up to the other end to change as well. So the ball's placed down there on the 30-yard line for a penalty in favour of Hauts-de-France 4. Brio Rigaud to take the penalty here now. He was walking up to it. Umpire hadn't evidently called play. So it's a penalty 2 from the spot. So Brio circles round onto this one here now. Goes with a little tap shot, the little half swing, and that's more than enough. Thank you very much indeed, he says. Taking it 3 goals it is now to Route de France. 1.5 to Illinois, USA. So back to the middle of the field. It'll be to get this restarted once more. 3 to 1.5 is the score here in chucker number 2. Ball into play in the melee, in the line out there, working onto that one there, trying to come away with it is Pedro, hooked off out of it. The ball's now left, in comes Laplacette, as does Luguma, but it flicks off out here for Brio. Brio sends a nice centering shot up the field here, but going back with him hard there is Harrison, trying to push him wide off that one there. Over the top of it, the pair of them going, and leaves the ball here now for Laplacette and Illinois. Laplacette checks up, looks to come back inside, does so, gets some nice protection there, but Laplacette back onto it. Luguma in there with him, taps it one more time. He just has to go back, regain it once again. Gets told to play it. Laplacette. Oh, and it comes off the pony there of Pedro, who's me first to pick up this one. It's going to be Pedro this time. Pedro comes onto the play. Pedro, out he goes here with this one here now. You see Laplacette going, and it is going to be Jules going there with him. So, Pedro there with Rigaud. Players called, and on the move he goes here now, trying to get up past the big man. Off he goes, does Pedro. Pedro on the move, but it's Jules picks that one up and steals that one away from out in front of him, out towards the boards it goes. But it's first onto it is going to be Jules there with Pedro. Pedro tries to play the near side play and tries to steal that one away from him. And out it comes now for Pedro Harrison. He's over the top of that one there on the near side. Couldn't quite pick that one up. Next man onto this one here. It is going to be Richard Harrison. Richard takes this one forward, sent it up forward, but first onto it looks like to be Cyril. He gets called off. Leaves it here now for Rigaud. Brio Rigaud on the boards there. Checks up there with Larry. Turns back inside. Looks up to see where his teammates are. Drives a beautiful shot up to about the halfway line. This will come to a pause, but first to surface on this one here now. It is going to be Cyril. Cyril on it here now. Straightens this one up once more. Gets another good shot. Running there freely out there on his own. Once more looking to stick and ball this home, but Gish cuts that one a little bit too far in towards the middle of the field for him to get back onto, and it's going to be once again Laplacette to tidy it up for Illinois once more. Couldn't quite control that ball, but he's got Pedro in behind to give him the helping hand as he goes up towards the boards to sort things out there with Alejo there with him. There goes the first bell, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be Laplacette deep down his own territory. Has to come one way, then the other way. Leaves it now for Pedro. Gives him a little bit of protection there. Does Laplacette. Pedro on the ball here now. In comes Jules Luguma, goes with the backhand, pushes this one back out towards the boards once more. Who's me first to surface with it this time? It looks like it's Luguma. Gets back onto that one there. Couldn't quite pull that one off the boards, but it's now left here for Laplacette. Laplacette. And there goes the second bell, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end chucker number 2, with the score being 3 goals it is to Route de France and 1.5 to Illinois. So we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Découvrez le Grand Pavillon Chantilly, hôtel 4 étoiles, à seulement 40 minutes de Paris, idéal pour vos week-ends à la campagne ou vos événements d'entreprise. Le Grand Pavillon Chantilly se situe à 5 minutes de Chantilly et propose une offre de restauration, un spa de 1200 m² et un kids club pour les petits. Venez vous déconnecter loin de l'agitation urbaine.
They say your eyes flash like lightning, so sweet NOC, that your smile is like 100 full autumn moons.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Chantilly to start chukker number 3, with the score being 3 goals it is to Haute de France and 1.5 to Illinois, USA. We're about to get the third chukker underway here momentarily as we just wait for the players to get themselves mounted up again. Illinois pretty well mounted up, coming back out onto the field with Haute de France slowly making their way out of their tent onto the field. As I said, this is effectively another quarter-final, because the winner of this will go into the pool for the semis. This being in Zone B. In Zone A we already have Bacca France and Korea already through. And from our last match between Normandy and Hamburg, we have Normandy having gone through there. So this is the last slot for the semi-finals of the main tournament to see who will go through to join those other 3 teams. The ball being picked up by the umpire here now. We'll be rolling the ball in from the inside out where the chukker ended. So 2 teams just starting to line up here now. We're just sorting his mallet out and just getting them lined up in here now. Just waiting for a little bit of order. The ball gets bowled into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. It is Rigaud, comes away with this one here. Harrison putting the pressure on him, gives him a good bump and a shove, but now he's on the chase. Rigaud going towards the goal, takes the ball in the air, just tries to get this one for a centering shot, but unfortunately it just goes wide. He came off it here now. He goes with that centering shot, and the ball being bobbling a bit on him, and it just bounced back at him a little bit and wasn't able to get the timing he quite wanted on it, but now it's being brought back in by Pedro. Pedro, under the neck he comes with this one here, looking for Laprocette on the grey, gets hooked off out of it there by Legumin, but the ball carries forward up towards the boards, and it's going to be Laprocette and Legumin. Jules and Laprocette, in comes Rigaud, showing he's just still there. Coming up to it is going to be Laprocette. Flicks that one underneath. Rigaud just going to have to yield off it. Laprocette drives this one up here now. Try to get up to that one there, but it is going to be the man from Open Door comes onto it and sends the backhand. Alejo Mandano sends it in towards the middle of the field, but first onto it, of course, is going to be Laprocette, but the umpire blows the whistle. Legumin was coming down the line. Let's see what they decide on this one here now. And you can see that he played the shot up. Legumin coming into that on his stick side. Oh, maybe didn't take enough of the man before he made the play. Should have possibly stayed on the near side to stay safe, but he thought he had the time. Did Laprocette, and the ball's being dropped down here for a spot penalty possibly. But we still have Illinois loitering. Was he had enough time or not? But no, it looks like he was right. Laprocette was right. And the ball brought back in here by Pedro. Pedro drives this one up forward, sends it up there, looking for Laprocette. Laprocette on the ground, on the move. Rigaud going with him. The ball pops up in the air, back onto his stick side. Can he keep this on the stick side and carry this one all the way through? And the backhand comes in and just clears it away from the goal mouth. It is, but it's Laprocette back onto this one quickly once more. He's met by traffic in all directions there, but we get a whistle on the play. So that previous play was perfectly timed there by Laprocette with the ride-off and the man. And you see here the backhand came in, but Laprocette's back onto it. And he's got players coming from all directions. And the penalty one has been given. The goal has been given there to Illinois. And we'll be starting off with a hit in from the middle of the field in favour of Illinois. So the score now is Haute de France on 3, 2.5 to Illinois. Pedro on top of the ball here now. Pedro circling up to this here now. Laprasette gets on the move. Tries to give that one a ride. It gets cut out there by Bandano. Bandano onto the play. Alejo by himself just checks up. Has to straighten himself up. Looks for players to get forward. But you see Laprasette scurries on through and gets through first. Tries to get up and onto the move. Does Rigou. Rigou comes forward. Just to be met there by Pedro. Gets up past Pedro on that first play there. Pedro going back with him here. The strong force power there of Brio Rigou. Rigou going deep down into the corner, but it looks like Pedro's going to come up with the spoils onto this one here first. Takes it deeper down. Looks to make the turning play. Looks to control the play. In there with him is Laprasette. Laprasette in there with Alejo. Alejo working hard on it too, but it is now going to be Laprasette on the play. Laprasette with the ball. Comes off the back of the play here now. Does Laprasette. Rigou waiting there with him. Didn't quite get enough forward, and we get a whistle on that play. As Laprasette was trying to scooch that ball forward and trying to scoop it out forward. You can see here he comes forward with it on the replay. And Rigou's just smothering across in front of him and tries to steal that one. But unfortunately for him, the whistle blows and we go back to the halfway line. So Pedro Laprasette loitering over the ball. Pedro circling round here now. Pedro Harrison on the play. Goes with a long one this time, looking to find Laprasette. Sends it up here now. First to surface on this one here though. It is going to be Harrison. Couldn't get onto it. Alejo comes round. Alejo in there with him is Laprasette. Takes the man. Tries to come onto the near side. Yields off. Leaves it. Couldn't get onto it. Pedro gets a bit of a swipe at that one there. But it's sent up here by Lugomar one more time. Lugomar. His ball picked up there on the near side, or tries to do so. Does Alejo. They're all told to go forward there by Rigou. Rigou sends his ball further forward. Who's going to be first home onto this one here? It looks like Larry Ashbrook's going to be the first man to surface on it. Lugomar just gets this wide. Backhand comes in, ridden off, but it's going to be Lugomar swaps round and onto that one quickly there. And a lovely teamwork goal there by Haute de France. And Jules Lugomar putting that one away finally. He started off a good play with it before, yielded off it, left it for Rigou. Got sent up forward. Alejo working hard in there, keeping the man off the backhand. And you saw that Lugomar kept his man off wide and then swapped back onto the line once more and just finished that one off nicely. So the score now is 4 goals it is to Haute de France and 2.5 to Illinois, USA. A couple of players quickly changing as well. We're halfway through this chukker. So the umpire bowls that ball into play. No free call was changed. Laprassette's pony is a little bit unkind on him, so we have 4 against 3, but they're all back on play here now. Lugomar goes up further forward. Brio looking for the long lofted pass, does so, gets it up out to the side. Couldn't quite pick that one up there, could. Lugomar just got unsighted on it slightly, and it came up and down. Laprasette comes in to mop things up once more, but Lugomar picks it up. He gets called off and leaves it for Rigou. Rigou straightens up towards goal here now. He's got Laprasette sitting waiting for him. In behind comes Lugomar, goes with the shot, drives this one up forward here this time. Settling down in towards the goal, but it just goes wide, and wide it goes out towards the left-hand side. So the score remains the same. 4 goals it is for Haute de France and 2.5 to Illinois. And the ball on the back line here once again for Pedro. Pedro taps this up forward here now. Goes with a good shot here, drives this one up, looking there for Laprasette. Laprasette picks this one on the move here now. Laprasette going back, but with him, match for match, it is going to be Rigou. He gets the better of him, comes on his near side, leaves that one behind. It's going to be Larry, picks it up, gets sent further forward here by Richard this time. Richard's ball falls, Rigou looks for that one there, couldn't quite find it. Unsighted was Laprasette, and Rigou comes away with it. Stick side, near side, stick side again. Backhand comes in there nicely, saving the day for Illinois. Sends it back in the throws, but it's only as far as Jules Lugomar. Jules turns it away, just going to have to yield off. Out of that play there was Harrison, and out comes here now for Rigou, out to the boards. In there with him there is Laprasette, of course. High lofted drive out the front door. It just sort of lands a little bit softly. In comes Aleko, stick side. Couldn't quite pick the bouncing ball up, and it's sent out to the side here now with Pedro Harrison on it here now. Pedro breaks away from the pack here now. He's on a runner. Out comes Pedro on the move. 5 goals. He's going to look to stick and ball this all the way. Rigou can just do not a lot more but sit and watch it because he knows he can't get in contention with that one there, and it looks like that ball has just gone wide. Oh, the opportunity gone a-begging. But did he leave it behind? And did it come off a defending player? No, the ball's going to be placed down here once more for Haute de France and Briaut Rigou. Rigou to bring it in once more. Sends this one up the field here now. Looks to go by himself, but first to surface on it is going to be Lapracette. Lapracette makes the turn. Lapracette once more. Lapracette takes on the big man. Lapracette on the move. Gets hooked off out of that one there. Rigou comes in. Comes on the near side. Larry couldn't pick that up, but Lugomar does so. Sends it up here now. This time for Rigou. Briaut Rigou, he's got pace, but Pedro's coming back. We know he's on a quick one. He's taking the shorter line down the middle of the field, pushing him deeper down, wide into that corner. The ball was high, lofted. It's very close to those boards. They're going to have to go over to it and pick it all out of it here now. Gets the better of the breaks there, does Rigou. Going towards the goal here now, picks it up onto his near side, flicking this one round. Pony kicks that one back unkindly there for him. But in comes Lugomar with a big driving shot in towards the goal, and it looks like it's just gone wide on the second bell. So, ladies and gentlemen, that there will end Chukker number 3, with the score being 4 goals is to Haute de France and 2.5 to Illinois, USA. So whilst the team's quickly going to change, we'll go to a few adverts and messages from Pololine.
They say your eyes flash like lightning, so sweet and NOC, that your smile is like 100 full autumnal moons. Your skin golden, and your victory is endless. You magnetize everything without exception, and are praised even by the Gandharvas. You dance, right knee bent and left extended. Your brow wrinkling, you stun all thinking. You shine with limitless joy, freeing all hardship. You wear the new moon as a tiara, dancing, spinning. You strike the earth's surface. Peaceful you are, liberation. Immersed in deep rapture, you're the bold dancing lady. You hold in your hand your joy and contentment, with lustrous sparkling eyes. Aren't you the one who brings peace?
So welcome back to our Polo Line viewers here to start the second half of this match. You can see the stats so far. Haute de France 4-2.5 it is over USA Illinois. 3-1 goals from the field. Throw-ins even, fairly even. A couple more fouls there by Haute de France, and the play is back in again once more, and Pedro brings this one in. Drives that one up, looking for Laplacette once again. Laplacette. Ball flicks up into the air. Picked up here now by Lugomar. Turns away from it. In behind, but Laplacette threads between the two, and Laplacette on the move here once more. Very clever indeed. Laplacette gets a good shot, but you got Rigaud coming back at pace. He's on a flyer, and he's coming back here now. Should be racing this weekend there at Chantilly, but it's going to be Lugomar. Tries to clear that one away, couldn't do so. Leaves it, does. Pedro for Laplacette. The play gets spoilt a little bit in there. But onto the ball once again, it is going to be Pedro. Pedro coming forward here now. Pedro taps this one in towards the goal, and through the goals it is. A beautiful goal there by Pedro Harrison. Be very happy with that indeed. 3.5 goals it is to Illinois. 4 goals it is to Haute de France. You see he managed to regain that one nicely. Just dribbled that one nicely and just waited past that one in. Nothing that poor Jules Lugomar could do about that one there. So come back out here in chucker number 4 with purpose and meaning. Have this Illinois team. And back to the middle of the field it is. And once again it was started by that great play of Adrien Laplacette stealing the ball. Ball back into play once again it is. Out the back of the line out it comes. Looking for his Harrison. A little bit of a flick back in. It goes for Lugomar. Leaves it for Briot. They all go up forward. Looking for the big man to send the driving shot. Does so. Sends that one up. Who's going to first to surface up onto this one here? But it looks like it is going to be Pedro. Being marked well there by Aleko. Makes a turn, gets a little bit of help and protection, but in comes Aleko to try and steal it, as does Lugomar. But Pedro comes up with it, but we get a whistle on the players. We get a little bit of interference. They're moving up forward, up the field here now. You just see here, Pedro comes round with it. In comes Lugomar, and just came across him, unfortunately, with a change of direction of play. Rigaud found himself in a bit of no man's land, and the umpires are marching this one up the field here now. It looks like it's going to be travelling all the way up for a penalty, for a 60-yard penalty opportunity here now for Illinois. Drop down there on the 60-yard line for a penalty 4. Laplacette quickly changing as Pedro starts to tee that up for Adrien Laplacette, just looking for a little bit of a divot to place that ball on top of. Four goals to Haute de France it is, 3.5 to Illinois. Working their way back into this game here now. As we saw in our first match with Korea, they got jumped on hard by Bavaria, and they came back and kept their cool, kept their heads, and ended up winning by that half a goal to secure their place in the semi-finals. Laplacette. Beautifully balanced, he strikes it as you'd expect a Laplacette to do. Straight through the middle it is. Adrien Laplacette Taking the score now, 4.5 goals to Illinois. 4 goals. Just look at the calmness and smoothness of Laplacette. All these Laplacettes hits the ball so well. His cousin Rowley is an excellent penalty taker and a great one to watch when taking penalties too. So ball back into play. In the middle line-out, excuse off out the back there. Who's we first surface with it? And it's Laplacette. He's robbed that one away. Laplacette on the move. What's he got here now? Has he got the legs? Because Rigaud is coming back with him hard. They're coming back at pace. They're running each other off. Can he get that little tickle shot underneath the neck? Yes, he can. Adrian Laplacette going out, extending the lead further. 5.5 goals it is now to Illinois USA. A lovely goal there by Laplacette. Off the back of the line-out. Rigaud came back. The big man comes in with a ride off, but Laplacette had the measure of the treasure there every single time and put it away through the goals. Lovely goal there by Adrian Laplacette. 5.5 it is to Illinois USA. 4 to Haute-de-France. Back to the line out once more it is. In the ball goes. Out it skews. First on Laplacette. Oh, and he's just taken off out of it by Rigaud this time, and it's going to be Legomar to try and settle up the play here now. Legomar. He's just going to have to be careful not give a foul, but in comes Laplacette, spoils it, but it falls there for Rigaud. Rigaud on it once more. Rigaud drives that one underneath the neck. Sends that ball up to the front door, but it's cut out the play there by Pedro. Only half out of the play there. Lecco tries to come on. He leaves it now for Legomar. He couldn't get onto it. Still leaves it, but it's going to be Laplacette once more to tidy up the pieces for Illinois. Sets sail once again. Realises he's got Alejo coming with him. Checks up, comes back inside, only to be met there by Rigaud. Rigaud marking him there closely. Comes in, tries to steal it. Laplacette goes back, recovers possession once more. Looks to straighten himself up. In comes Pedro to give him a little bit of helping hand and an option where to pass this ball out to. Pony just balks on him and allowing Rigaud in. Rigaud comes up onto this one here now. Rigaud, in comes the hook from Laplacette. Quick as a flash. Pedro comes in, tries to clear up and tidy this one up. Sets it out here now for Laplacette. Laplacette comes away with it here now from Legomar. Laplacette on his near side, strong as ever. Laplacette out towards the side. Comes on the stick side. This time gets hooked off out of it. Who's we first to surface in it? Looks like it is going to be Rigaud. Strong as ever, but he's just pushed off out of it. The gets pushed up further up here now. We have another penalty here in favour of Illinois. And some big cheers going out for this Illinois team. You see coming in up onto that one there. Rigaud got pressurised, couldn't pick it up any further, and as it was carried on further there, great play by Illinois. And we'll have a penalty drop down here now. But we have a free change. So the players leaving the field to play change, and we'll have a 30-yard penalty, a penalty too. And good to see there. Larry just uncursing his horse. They've been working hard in this jug. We've got 2 minutes 28 on the clock of the 7.5 minutes. Going end-to-end stuff. So the players down that bottom end of the field, where the pony lines are, should be shortly back onto the field. There'll be a 30-yard penalty, and we see about to come into screenshot. There he is, Laplacette, Adrian Laplacette, with the captain's armband on. Looks to tee this ball up. So all Haute-de-France can do is just sit back and watch this penalty. So there it is. A little warm-up swing, just nice gentle swing there by Adrian Laplacette. Wanting to make sure of this one here now. Going back onto the field there now is Larry Ashbrook as Laplacette walks up to this one here now. Laplacette comes in with that little half swing, pendulously just puts that one straight away towards the goal, but it's gone wide. Can you believe it? He cannot either. Wide it is, so the score remains the same, 5.5 to Illinois. 4 goals it is to Haute-de-France, a sigh of relief from them. An anguish from Illinois, as it is going to be Rigaud to bring it in here now. Rigaud sends that one out wide, looking for Legomar, but it's going to be well covered and well marked there by Pedro. Pedro there with Alejo. Pedro now has Alejo and Lugaba in there with him, working hard in the melee. Looks like it is Rigul looking for that one there, but once again, coming out with it, it is going to be Pedro. Pedro flicks that one up further forward. The backhand comes in there by Aleko. Can they set that a play up from here? No. Pedro's covered it well. Looks for the next shot. Couldn't quite pick that one up here on this occasion here now. Rigor just gets blocked in his play. Pedro comes onto it. Pedro Harrison gets marked off out of it. Little backhand round the corner there from Rigor, setting it up for Lugama on the boards. Backhand comes in there by Lapracette, looking to set it up for Pedro. Pedro coming onto it here now as Rigor's taken off out of the play, as was Aleko. And it's Pedro looking to make sure of this one here now. He's got a very good cute angle shot to try and get this one through, and it goes across the face of goal. And it's Rigor to save it once more. He takes the volleyed ball and drives this one up the field out into open space. Looking for it here now comes Rigaud once again takes a windmill swing and takes another shot at that one there. Lapracette reaches out, couldn't even reach out that far, but it's going to be Jules. Feeds it up once more here now for Rigaud on his near side. Goes with a near side shot. He gets hold of it, but it's gone wide out towards the left-hand side. A good example of taking defence into attack literally from his own goal mouth there and taking it down the bottom end of the field. But unfortunately, it just goes wide. And there goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end Chukka number 4, with the score being 4 goals it is to Haute de France and 5.5 to USA Illinois. And we'll have a quick break now as we go to some adverts and messages from Pololine. So welcome back here now to our Pololine viewers to Chantilly for the Nations Cup for our last qualifying match for that precious spot, the last spot in the semi-finals. And we have progression of the match so far. Haute de France coming out 2 goals in Chukka number 1, 1 goal scored by Illinois, having half a goal start. Illinois, no goal scored by them, but 1 more by Haute de France. And in the third Chukka, 1 goal scored again by Haute de France and 1 more by Illinois. But at the end of Chukka number 4, Illinois certainly came alight with 2 back-to-back goals there by Adrien Laplacette. 5.5 goals it is to Illinois, 4 goals to Haute de France. We'll be making our way down to the far end of the field from the pony lines on the left-hand side as we view it, for the ball to be brought back into play by Illinois. And thank you very much indeed to Clenova for your kind support here on Polo and Pololine. The rehydration tablets. As I said, it's very important to take your electrolytes to make sure that your minerals are balanced rather than just flushing them through with straight water. So the ball's placed there on the back line. We're just waiting for Rigaud and Cyril to make their way down to the bottom end. Unfortunately, that near side play of Rigaud's just went wide. Just waiting for them to assemble, and also Alejo to make his way down there too. And then play will be cool for Pedro to bring it in. Pedro's been taking the hit outs and feeding the ball up there to Adrian Laplacette to make the plays, and quite often working off each other. So players called. Taps it forward. Comes across the field here now. Alejo comes in to keep him honest. Pushes that one wide out towards the boards. First surface onto it here now is going to be Laplacette back on the grey. Rigaud couldn't come in onto that one there. Realising he fouled him on that one. Tried to get onto it. Couldn't get onto that one there. Could Laplacette. Got hooked off out of it there by Alejo. But it's Rigaud working on it hard there with Pedro. In comes Adrian Laplacette once again. Working hard on it. Still, it is Pedro. Pedro comes up with the spoils out of that there. Rigaud has other ideas about it. Takes the check. Takes the hook. Comes back inside. Comes away from it. But Alejo working hard as ever. Keeps away the play. The backhand comes in, opening it up there by Laplacette, trying to get this one forward. But Legobin picks it up onto his near side here now. Goes over the top of that one there. No, he just half hooked off out of it. Managed to keep possession. Tries to come onto it. Leaves it now for Rigaud. Rigaud onto the play. Rigaud couldn't quite control that ball as he gets hooked off out of it. But it is Jules once more. Jules onto the play here now. Leaves it for Rigaud, the big man. Oh, and it just comes off the pony. He's going to have to go back once again to go and collect it again. But he's just going to be met there by Laplacette. He goes with a shot from a distance in towards the goal, and it looks like that one's just gone wide and just slithers to the left-hand side of the goalpost. So wide it is once more, and the score remains the same. Illinois out there by 1.5. 5.5 goals it is to Illinois USA. 4 goals to Haute-de-France. So Pedro once again off the back line. In comes Alejo. Goes by himself this time. Reckons he's on the move here to slip in behind and give him the support. There is going to be Laplacette. Kicks the man, leaves it for Laplacette. In comes Rigaud. Playing with each other here nicely. Comes over the top of the ball. Keeps going forward this time, but it looks like that's going dangerously close to the boards, and it does. It hops out over the boards as the attack is thwarted once more, and the ball is going to be dropped down here now for a free hit in favour of Haute-de-France. Briot brings it forward here now. Briot goes for the centre shot, couldn't get hold of that one, sliced across the face of it, trying to get onto it. There is Laplacette, but he's right in front of Rigaud, and we get a whistle on the play. Laplacette thought that ball was curling and side change line, but the umpires decide the predominant line was still too much across the field. There was a bit of spin on it, but not quite enough there for Laplacette to come onto it. So Laplacette, disgruntled, has to yield back and go back for the 60-yard penalty here now in favour of Haute-de-France. Going to be teed up by Briot-Rigaud. Briot just teeing that ball up, making sure it's clear in front. Going to circle around here now. Illinois looking to stop this one. But Briot, of course, is looking to put this one clean over the top. Coming in with a little bit of momentum here now. Just settles that pony down. Comes up to it, he drives, he shoots. It's sort of a head height, it's dangerous. It gets stopped in the goal mouth there. Larry stops it. It is cleared away here by Laplacette. Laplacette on the move once again. Laplacette breaking away from the danger zone. Out towards the boards he comes. He's looking for this ball just to pop off the boards, but no, once more it's over the boards. He was looking to use the boards on that occasion, but just couldn't do it and hops out over, leaving the ball here now for a free hit in favour of Haute-de-France. The ball is dropped down. Players called and we're on once more. Briot goes with the shot this time, drives that one up, comes off the pony there of Laplacette. Laplacette picks it up, looks to turn back inside, and he gets that one stolen off him. It's going to be Rigaud. Rigaud coming along the back line, trying to work his way through the traffic here now. Could he reach out? No, he couldn't quite get hold of that one there. It gets cleared away slightly there by Pedro. Pedro gets hooked off out of it there by the man from Open Door, but in support, of course, it's going to be Laplacette. It's Alejo, comes in, nice strong backhand by him. Who's we first round? It looks like it is going to be Larry. Comes in, plays the backhand, as he does. We get a whistle on the play, possibly playing that across the front of the horse of Jules, or was Jules established on the line or not? The umpires will tell us soon enough. Let's see on the replay here now. He's going back on it. As he goes back, I think he's possibly riding into that swing myself, but let's see what the umpires decide. It's their decision, of course. Good play there by Richard. And players looking for a free change here now. Looking for some fresh legs if they can find them. Horses have been working very hard all week. We've had some very close and highly contested games. So players leaving the field. Looking to change. Bells rung just to give them a bit of a chivvy along. And it looks like we have Illinois already mounted back up again. Cyril's on, Alejo's on. Just waiting now for Jules as Rigaud joins them in the middle of the field here now. Jules back mounted up, umpires. So the ball's placed down here now for a penalty. From the spot, for a penalty 5 in favour of Illinois. To be taken by Pedro. Pedro taps it wide, goes out by himself here now. Pedro trying to get them on the run here now. Leaves that one behind for Lapracette. Lapracette drives that one up forward once more. Out towards the board steers, but the big man Rigaud is going to pick this one up first. Flicks that one back to try and come back onto himself. In comes Pedro. Pedro is smothering him like a new cheap suit, and unfortunately he's just attracted the attention of the umpire's whistle, and the ball will be placed down for a spot penalty there. You can see that Rigaud just flicks that one under. In tries to come up the inside, does Pedro, but in doing so, just impedes Rigaud, and Rigaud brings the ball back into play here now. Lapracette in there, forcing him to make the play, pushes that one wide out towards the boards once more, and it is going to be Lapracette sends the backhand. The backhand gets half stopped in the play there by Rigaud, and out over the boards it goes. And a bit of discussion about who that came off and where it came from. The backhand was clear, but did it come off the pony of Haute de France? And the ball's been dropped down here now in favour of Haute de France. Play's call. Rigaud goes in with a one-time play, drives that one up, looking to catch him on the hop here. And that one's just gone wide. He takes the gentlest of swings and still sends it over 100 yards. So out over the back line it is. Pedro taps this one forward, brings it into play here now. Cuts it out here now for Lapracette to try and surface on first, but Legobin gets hold of that first. Jules takes it out towards the boards, checks up on the boards here now, gets it before the boards. He's got Rigaud back inside with him there, of course, looking to help him out. Lapracette in front. Flicks that one up over the front there, looking for Louvain, but he just gets ridden off out of it. Nice backhand there. Harry sends a backhand out in towards the middle of the field, but once more picking it up and making the turn is Briot-Legault. Briot comes forward with it. He's got Lapracette in front. He's teasing him. He's playing with him. He looks to make the swipe shot in, but it looks like that one's just been defended once again. Beautiful defensive play there by Richard, I think it was. And out to the side here comes Lapracette, and Lapracette, as he goes in there and challenged by Rigaud, the ball goes out over the boards. And it was the challenge that they decided to call the foul on. And this will be moved up to the halfway line here now for a penalty 5 in favour of Illinois, USA. So Pedro will be taking this one. Lapracette's on quite a bright little number there. Pedro goes in, comes over the top. Has he got time to get back? Yes, he does. Alejo putting the pressure on him. Looks to turn away from there, comes deeper down. Looks to put Alejo in his pocket and come back onto his near side. Comes back onto his stick side, going deeper and deeper down into his own territory here now. It is Pedro. Pedro looking to recover from that penalty, comes forward, checks up, looks to come back inside. Pony hopping and bouncing. Rigaud comes in, picks that one up calmly and smoothly, takes it out towards the boards. Rigaud taps this off the boards, goes with that lovely high lofted shot, that lovely gentle swing with a lot of momentum, and in comes Lugaba comes in and puts it away. A beautiful goal there. Worked between Briorigo and Jules Lugaba. Taking the score now. It is 5.5 to Illinois. And 5 goals it is to Haute-de-France. Closing that margin down. Great goal there. Lovely, high, easy, lofted, weighted pass there by Briorigo. Passing it up there for Jules. So, lining up here now in front of us. Once again. Umpire looking to get this ball in. Ball gets bowled into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. And Rigaud's on the move here. Once again, couldn't go any further with it. Gets pushed a little bit away there by Jules. Sends it up one more time. Jules coming onto this one here now. Jules goes wide with that. Can he get the near side shot? Goes with the near side shot in towards goal, but it looks like it's going to beat Rigaud over the back line. He couldn't quite finish that one off, and then you see the goal judge just scurrying off out of the way. Focusing on his job and also trying to focus on all these horses coming at him. Brave man to take on that job. And there goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And that there will end our third match of the day, giving us our last semi-finalists for the semi-finals of the Nations Cup in Chantilly. Running out the winners, it is Illinois, USA, 5.5 over Haute-de-France 5. So we have France Packer in, we have Illinois in, we have Normandy in, and we have Korea in to make up our semi-finalists for the Nations Cup. And you can see the progression of the match. The Haute-de-France came out guns a-blazing, half a goal to Illinois to start with, 1 goal to 2 scored in chukker number 1. One more goal scored by Haute-de-France, but Illinois unable to answer anything in that chukker there. Another goal consistently by Haute-de-France, making it 4 to 2.5. The 1 goal scored by Illinois. 4.5 to 2 at the end of chukker number 3. At the end of chukker number 4, we have a very different story with 3 goals scored there by Illinois, unanswered by Haute-de-France, 4 to 5.5. And at the end of chukker number 5, the crucial time, it was Haute-de-France 5 and Illinois 5.5. You see in the background there the Illinois side going back. Very contented and happy indeed, back to their pony line and their tent to be congratulated, securing that position in the semi-finals. And now we'll go to a couple of the best goals here of this game. And Alejo coming through on that one there, push on forward, nothing Laprasette could do, but great support there by Jules Lugaba. Good pressure, good support. And here we have the man Laprasette going there with Rigaud, the 2 big guns going at it. The bump and the ride-off comes in, and that lovely little under-the-neck shot there by Adrien Laprasette, putting it away. Pure class. So the team's very happy indeed as we progress forward here now. Our next play will be on Thursday, which is our subsidiary final. And now we'll just quickly go to the stats, please, El Director. Thank you very much indeed. Haute-de-France 5, 5.5 Illinois. 4 goals scored from the field by Haute-de-France and only 3 by Illinois USA. Throw-ins. Haute-de-France were winning those 7 to 5. Fouls. That tells a little bit more of the story there. There were 7 fouls against Haute-de-France and only 3 for Illinois. Penalties, 1 from 1. Their only opportunity which they converted properly. 50% there scored by Illinois, 2 out of 4. No safeties, no yellow cards. So keeping it nice and clean here in Chantilly. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be coming up with an interview. So we'll just have a slight pause. Well, here I am with Adrian Laprocette, and the smile says it all. You had to work your socks off out there this afternoon. You and Pedro worked so well together. That must feel really great to have that win today to get through to the semis.
It's a big relief. We started not very well, then we caught up, and finally we were defending. It was very close game, but luckily we won.
They came out very strong to begin with. You were behind almost as if they caught you on the hop a bit, but the fourth chukker, you came out with a vengeance, and that's what really made the margin. You said you were defending, but you're still going forward and still having to attack as well. Penalties were good today. It was a really good game, and I'm sure you're looking forward to your next home.
Yeah, of course. Now we need to see how the horses were left and think about the semi. I don't know who we play, but we have to beat the next.
That is very true. It's all game by game, and get yourselves back, get the horses refreshed, and see if you can get a couple of days break into them before you can come out once again. So, Adrian Laprocette, thank you very much indeed, and congratulations. Well done, men.
Thank you.
So for myself, Adam Snowden, and Pauline, we look forward to seeing you here on Thursday and for our next matches. Thank you.